cards and
chat, the history of Clash Royale's most loved cards. Holy banger. It is the P.E.K.K.A, bro. It is the P.E.K.K.A. Holy banger. Let's lock in.
When it comes to iconic cards in Clash Royale, few have had a journey quite like the mini.
This is the most, dude, I went on TikTok during Halloween. I saw like 5,000 different people in P.E.K.K.A costumes, bro. This is the GOAT. This is the GOAT of the game.
P.E.K.K.A. This adorable pancake lover has been a staple in the game since its release, and for good reason. With a perfect blend of speed, damage, and versatility, the mini P.E.K.K.A quickly became a fan favorite across all levels of play. At its peak, the mini P.E.K.K.A boasted an unprecedented 77% usage rate among top players, a testament to his outstanding power and popularity. But how did the mini P.E.K.K.A reach such phenomenal heights? What secrets lie behind his meteoric rise from being the least used card to becoming the unbeatable king of the arena?
He was the least used card at one point?
Get your pancakes ready and let me tell you the incredible journey of Clash Royale's most adored mini tank.
Holy aura!
The mini P.E.K.K.A is a fast-moving troop in Clash Royale. Wearing gray metal armor and wielding a massive sword, its horns and visor glow a bright blue, making it stand out on the field. Originally intended to be an epic card, the mini P.E.K.K.A was changed to a rare card upon release. Interestingly, the mini P.E.K.K.A's name has roots in the Finnish name Peter, which derives from the Greek name Petros, meaning stone. While the acronym P.E.K.K.A didn't initially stand for anything specific, a Facebook contest held by Supercell in 2012 led to the winning entry, Perfectly Enraged Knight Killer of Assassins. The mini P.E.K.K.A is confirmed to be male, despite being based on the female troop, the P.E.K.K.A. In fact, a Clashorama comic strip revealed that the mini P.E.K.K.A is the child of the P.E.K.K.A, with his mother referred to as Mommy P.E.K.K.A. The father's identity remains a mystery, but maybe one day we'll finally get an answer. One of the mini P.E.K.K.A's most endearing qualities is his
just so cute. Like, look at this little guy.
Love for pancakes. This passion is showcased several times throughout the game, from his deployment catchphrase, "Pancakes," to the furnace's description, which could be a nod to this adorable little quirk. To showcase the mini P.E.K.K.A's game-changing potential when played skillfully, I've spent quite literally hours scouring for the best gameplays featuring this iconic card. And to make things even more exciting, I'm offering a $50 giveaway to one lucky winner. To enter, just subscribe to the channel and leave a comment with your favorite card. Now, without further ado, let's delve into some of the most incredible moments and glitches in Clash Royale history, featuring the mini P.E.K.K.A. In the first clip, we can see mini P.E.K.K.A getting pushed by Clone and Golem's death damage into the right corner of the arena.
What?
In the following clip, mini P.E.K.K.A gets pushed by Log twice.
What?
Our poor boy finds himself stuck between the
Okay, now this one has happened to me like 1,000 times.
Giant and the Mega Knight.
Bro, 2v2 mode has the most like bugs.
Now, if you look carefully, Miner, while underground, pushes mini P.E.K.K.A slightly to the right, allowing him to avoid that tornado and take out the Princess Tower.
What?
Here you can witness a glitch where mini P.E.K.K.A has an insane range, killing the Hog Rider.
No.
In this clip, fishermen are bullying our poor mini P.E.K.K.A.
Okay, that's just messed up. That wasn't even a glitch.
In the next
that's
scene, mini P.E.K.K.A is
fisherman.
bugged, unable to target the Goblin Giant. Watch as mini P.E.K.K.A casually avoids the tombstone, knowing that the Princess Tower is a higher priority. His mother taught him well. It's clear that mini P.E.K.K.A dislikes the little prince just about as much as I do.
That wasn't even a glitch.
In this clip, mini P.E.K.K.A recognizes the need to defend against the lumberjack, but quickly realizes he's got to switch lanes and go after the Princess Tower instead.
See, now that is not a glitch, bro. That is something I learned from Riley, but like, it'll always go for the Princess Tower if one of the towers is already gone. So it'll switch lanes all the time. That's not a glitch.
Here, Mini-P.E.K.K.A
Well,
takes
kind
down
of,
the
I
Dark Prince, then shifts focus to the princess. After crossing the river, he understands that killing the Princess Tower is more important than destroying the King Tower.
What?
We can observe these interactions repeatedly
Dude, even the way he runs is just cute.
over the years. In these instances, the Mini-P.E.K.K.A defeats the Battle Ram and once again chooses to attack the Princess Tower. One last time, we see the Mini-P.E.K.K.A taking out the archer and then pushing towards the Princess Tower once more. It's seriously like he's got a vendetta against princesses. Back in 2016, there was a massive glitch where the Ice Golem made troops invincible to rockets.
What?
And as we can see here, the Ice Golem pushes towards the left tower with the Mini-P.E.K.K.A behind. The opponent uses a rocket,
I don't
but
even
our
remember
Mini-P.E.K.K.A emerges unscathed.
What?
In this clip, Mini-P.E.K.K.A completely ignores the Goblin Cage, recognizing that the Princess Tower poses a greater threat. A similar interaction occurs in the following clip, where Mini-P.E.K.K.A ignores the tombstone and heads straight for the Princess Tower, taking it down in just 2 hits. Here we can see Mini-P.E.K.K.A destroying the mortar and then doing some cardio. I guess he had too many
What is this
pancakes.
mode?
Gotta work off those extra calories.
Why is the mortar gigantic?
In the next clip, Mini-P.E.K.K.A is deployed to counter the Hog Rider, but completely forgets to attack. In this scene, Mini-P.E.K.K.A is bullied by the Evo Royal Giant and E-Wiz, unable to land a single hit.
Okay, that's not even a glitch, that's just insane.
Similarly, in this clip, the Super Mini-P.E.K.K.A is bullied by bowlers. We all know how dangerous the Phoenix was back in 2022, so it's no wonder that in this clip, Mini-P.E.K.K.A is running back to avoid it. And finally, an epic moment. Mega Minion takes down 2 Teslas and Mini-P.E.K.K.A finishes the job. Okay, clips aside, what you've witnessed so far pales in comparison to what is coming next. It's time for me to share with you the incredible journey of the Mini-P.E.K.K.A, starting way back in 2016.
Okay, let's get into it, bro. What is the birth of a legend?
It's January of 2016, and players can deploy the adorable Mini-P.E.K.K.A in the arena for the first time ever. At this time, Mini-P.E.K.K.A has
Because chat, Mini-P.E.K.K.A is not in Clash of Clans, right? It's only, chat, Mini-P.E.K.K.A is only in Clash Royale, right?
a completely different sound effect than what we hear today. This was the original sound effect. And this is the sound today.
It's higher pitch.
If we look at the stats, Mini-P.E.K.K.A has only a 2% usage rate among the best players in the game. There were two main reasons for this. First, the rare card rarity was much harder to obtain and upgrade, so players preferred the Knight over the Mini-P.E.K.K.A. Second, the most used cards were the Minion Horde and Barbarians, both with usage rates above 50%.
Wow.
These cards made it very challenging for Mini-P.E.K.K.A to shine. However, as new cards and balance changes were introduced, players started realizing the incredible potential Mini-P.E.K.K.A could offer on both defense and offense.
Dude, I remember like Mini-P.E.K.K.A Hog Freeze was like everywhere, bro.
To take out this tower, gotta take it out. Oh wow.
That's funny, bro. Nowadays he one-shots a wizard.
His Mini-P.E.K.K.A hurt. I used to think the Mini-P.E.K.K.A wasn't that good either, but it
Why does the Golem have so much health?
turns out to be a really good troop too. He's like, the Mini-P.E.K.K.A is good for taking out big troops like giants, golems, and same with the goblins with the daggers.
In February, Mini-P.E.K.K.A received a small buff, a 3% increase in HP, and its popularity began rising, reaching 10% usage that month. Players began to recognize Mini-P.E.K.K.A's potential for shutting down tanks and applying huge pressure when played behind a giant, often getting that one hit with 1 HP left. But the true rise in Mini-P.E.K.K.A's popularity came in May of 2016, reaching a 41% usage rate at the top of the ladder. One of the main reasons was its incredible value against the well-known Hog 2.9 Trifecta deck. As quoted, Mini-P.E.K.K.A has become incredibly popular as a counter to the Hog Rider Musketeer Valkyrie Trifecta decks, which also rose precipitously this week. The synergy between Valkyrie, Hog Rider, and Musketeer provided immense value on the field.
I'm telling you, bro, that was the first ever, like, broken deck, was Hog, Valkyrie, Musketeer.
Combined with the Elixir Collector, which cost only 5 Elixir at the time, this combo proved itself to be very successful. We can see just how much value Mini P.E.K.K.A can provide in a video by Molt, where he uses the Trifecta deck against the Giant Beatdown. Mini P.E.K.K.A can easily shut down the opponent's pushes, making it extremely difficult to attack effectively. The most important thing was to always distract Mini P.E.K.K.A so the Hog Rider could push through. We can see Molt doing a great job in this clip where he distracts Mini P.E.K.K.A with Skellies.
Drop off his poison spell, and the Mini P.E.K.K.A is going to be, oh, you come over here, 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 come over here. Switch your target. Yes, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! Yes, please.
However, the biggest reason behind Mini P.E.K.K.A's effectiveness and increased popularity was his range glitch, where he could hit the target despite being far away.
And yo, I'm gonna be honest, this thing still happens with the P.E.K.K.A, bro. Bro, this range glitch on the P.E.K.K.As is the most annoying thing ever.
And, well, quite far out of range. Just listen to this clip.
Okay, so we're paused, we're gonna play at full speed right here, and we're gonna pause, we're gonna go down to half speed. Watch this, okay? So the Mini P.E.K.K.A is focused on the Valkyrie, okay? He's gonna go ahead and zap right here. I'm gonna freeze. Okay, so I'm frozen. Or no, his tower is frozen. So nothing else is gonna do damage to my Hog Rider, okay? Watch this. Look at his Mini P.E.K.K.A. She's still just standing there, a ways away.
Look at the aura.
Easily not in melee range. Easily not in melee range. Look at this. It hasn't swung yet. Look at the Hog's health. And look at the Mini P.E.K.K.A. 3 tiles away. And watch the Hog's health. Watch the Hog's health. Half health. Look how far away that Mini P.E.K.K.A is.
I feel like this still happens.
Players fell in love with the Mini P.E.K.K.A so
Chat, have they still not fixed that? I don't think they fixed that, bro.
much that they started building Mini P.E.K.K.A swords in real life, crafting him from plastic and drawing fan art. It was amazing to see how quickly he became a fan favorite, as you can see from all these pictures I found on Reddit. I honestly love these so much. It's pretty amazing work, guys. One of my favorite highlights from 2016 was the so-called arena battles. 16 champions from North America Open faced off in 8 ridiculous duels, where they had to live the duel to win the duel. One of these challenges was the Mini P.E.K.K.A challenge, where players had to eat a pancake if they heard a ding sound, and if they deployed a Mini P.E.K.K.A, they would be fed a pancake. It's pretty hilarious. Here, let me play around for you.
Every time you hear this sound, you must eat a pancake.
What?
Also, every time your opponent uses the Mini P.E.K.K.A card, a waitress will feed you a pancake. Battle!
Like we're getting into the game right here.
It'll be interesting to see if they take advantage of the Mini P.E.K.K.A eat a pancake rule.
And there's the bowler. I don't think that Musketeer is really going to be able to do much. Oh, look at that lightning.
What a lightning.
Bowler and Giant still pushing down forward, but we have the Ice Golem on the right-hand side trying to defend, but the Bowler is just...
On the left lane of Colton's, behind an Ice Golem. And oh man, they are just getting pancakes shoved in their mouth while they play. This has got to be tough for your focus. Mini P.E.K.K.As are dueling at the river as tensions rise in this game. Mini P.E.K.K.As coming out back and forth on both sides. They must be stuffed full of pancakes right now.
I love it. Now we're seeing so many...
Is he using Expo and Giant in the same deck? Good God.
Mini P.E.K.K.As, he has so many pancakes shoved in
That's 2016 Clash for you, bro.
his mouth. It's actually affecting
No one knew what was going on.
This could be the end of the game right here. The tornado pulls the Giant and Bowler together. The Giant punches the tower and Top Notch wins in overtime.
However, this was just the beginning of the Pancake Mania. With the introduction of new cards and balance changes, Mini P.E.K.K.A's usage rate soared to heights never seen before. In July, Mini P.E.K.K.A became the most used troop in Clash Royale.
What? I don't even remember that.
At 55%, and this mini terror lasted several weeks. In August of 2016, Mini P.E.K.K.A reached as high as 77%. If you opened the Clash Royale app at that time, it was certain that you'd hear pancakes across every single match. 77 out of the top 100 players use the Mini P.E.K.K.A in their decks. That's pretty incredible. But you might be asking, what exactly made Mini P.E.K.K.A so valuable? Why did he become the most used troop in the game? To fully understand, we need
I mean, back then, there wasn't that many win conditions. He hard countered Giant, he hard countered Hog, he hard countered Golem. It's like, kind of makes sense.
Let's take a closer look at the card popularity snapshot from August, when Mini P.E.K.K.A was at 77% usage rate. Zap and Poison were the most used spells in the meta, and both were useless against the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Miner had a 53% usage rate, appearing in half of the decks.
Oh yeah, he also hard counters Miner too. He like one-shots the Miner.
Then Mini P.E.K.K.A could almost one-shot him, making him a perfect counter to Miner control
I'm never getting laid.
decks. Lastly, Giant reached a 32% usage rate, meaning that the current meta was perfect.
I have so much ball knowledge, chat. I mean, chat, can we please appreciate my like ball knowledge, bro? Like, can we appreciate it?
Set for Mini P.E.K.K.A to shine. Unfortunately, it didn't take long for Clash Royale to introduce a new card that would completely reshape the meta once again. The introduction of the Mega Minion, the most game-changing air troop in 2016, made Mini P.E.K.K.A slowly but surely fade into the darkness, becoming a piece of burnt pancake no one wanted. In November, the Mega Minion, also called the Meta Minion at the time, reached an 84% usage rate, becoming the best card in the game.
It had a higher usage rate than the log.
Additionally, Tombstone reached 44% and Skeleton Army 26%. All of these cards were extremely hard counters to our poor boy, and this shift in the meta caused Mini P.E.K.K.A's usage rate to plummet from 77% down to 7%. Yeah, that was still just the beginning.
The go.
It's January of 2017, and for the first time ever, we see the P.E.K.K.A family at the bottom of the list, reaching a big fat 0% usage rate. Despite Mini P.E.K.K.A being avoided at the top of the ladder, it was a completely different story at lower levels of play. Among average players, Mini P.E.K.K.A still held a healthy position as a great mini tank, especially when combined with the Golem. The Golem provided a strong tank for Mini P.E.K.K.A to deal damage behind. With the addition of the Elixir Collector, players could mount a huge push to 3-crown their opponents in an instant. This strategic pairing allowed Mini P.E.K.K.A to remain relevant in certain deck compositions despite its decline in overall usage. It was amazing to see Mini P.E.K.K.A being so popular among average players, even though the exact usage rate is uncertain. Just listen to this guy. I might not know what he's saying, but I still understood everything.
FT, kom maar door. En P.E.K.K.A, hopelijk kan je nog wat damage doen op de toren. Want de P.E.K.K.A, ik weet niet wat het is, maar die kaart is super chill. En we hebben die toren gewoon, jongens. We hebben die toren gewoon.
One of the most popular decks at this time was the Hog Control deck, with Mini P.E.K.K.A and Freeze.
Bro, this was like this is the deck I was saying. This deck was broken, bro. Bro, people still use this deck.
As we can see from this clip by a YouTuber called Shane. These clips are—
Dude, because you can get like the craziest freeze values ever with the Mini P.E.K.K.A because he does so much damage. Like, I still see people use this deck. It's pretty niche, but like—
perfect examples of how the P.E.K.K.A family was still very popular among low-level players.
He's gonna E-Wiz, yep. Okay, we're gonna freeze this. Mini P.E.K.K.A here. Minions here as well. Kill the Executioner. There we go.
Holy value.
Kill your Mama P.E.K.K.A. Kill your Mama P.E.K.K.A. Goblins protect your sister. We got a whole family going on over here.
Freeze again.
Freeze.
Just keep
kill
freezing.
the E-Wiz first.
Bro, look at how broken this was.
Then kill. Pull it over.
Hog?
Come back to Princess. She's like attractive. She's like, the P.E.K.K.As are like, ooh, look at this princess.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, Mini P.E.K.K.A freeze was insane.
Unfortunately, it didn't take long for Mini P.E.K.K.A to vanish from low ladder as well. The meta shifted once again with the introduction of the Night Witch.
That's why, bro, because the Night Witch did like a jillion damage.
The Night Witch was the most broken card ever released in Clash Royale. Its bat spawn, fast attack speed, and high damage output made her an absolute nightmare in the arena. Giant decks combating the Night Witch in Graveyard took over the arena like a storm, and Mini P.E.K.K.A didn't provide much or almost any value in these types of matches. making him pretty useless. Thankfully, the Night Witch and Graveyard Nightmare was short-lived, as Supercell implemented a series of balance changes, and soon enough, we could hear the good old Pancake sound once again. First, the Night Witch and Graveyard were nerfed several times, making them pretty average cards with a healthy usage rate. Second, Mini P.E.K.K.A got buffed. In August 2017, Mini P.E.K.K.A's damage was increased by 4.6%. That was a huge change to every single interaction Mini P.E.K.K.A had in the arena.
Yeah, because I think now he'll one-shot a wizard, right?
Now he could one-shot Musketeer, E-Wiz, and Wizards.
I'm telling you, bro, like, I'm never getting laid, dude.
The baby P.E.K.K.A is receiving a buff. Its damage is increasing by 4.6%, from 572
Look
up
at
to
that,
598 damage.
Watch this.
It'll
Watch the
now
difference.
one-shot Electro Wizards, Musketeers, and Wizards.
See how just 4% is that big of a difference, though, bro?
This change was exactly what the baby P.E.K.K.A needed. In September, Mini P.E.K.K.A reached an astonishing 28% usage rate at the top of the ladder. But the most interesting thing is, when you look at the number on the right, which is the exact increase compared to the previous month. After the buff, Mini P.E.K.K.A's usage rate went from 1 to 28%.
Wow!
A 2,700% increase. The pancakes were back, and they were sweeter than ever. We could see Mini P.E.K.K.A back in giant decks, as shown once again in Shane's gameplay videos.
Nice, guys, boom. Get the Mini P.E.K.K.A to the tower, please. David,
Zach,
take it from the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Gets there, gets 1 swing. 2, make it 3, please.
However, one of the most popular decks by the end of 2017 was the Hog Control deck. Surgical Goblin, one of the best players in the world, perfectly showcased how this deck could counter many deck archetypes.
Or tournament, this deck is really popular on ladder, but I also, for example, used it in CCGS, the top 10 of Europe, so it's really a deck like for both, so definitely a really...
Chat, look at the old levels, bro. Dude, this is back when level 5 was like the maximum for a legendary. Level 11 was the max for a hog. Oh my god, bro. Level 13 was the max for a common.
Solid and consistent deck in my opinion.
The combination of Hog Rider, Ice Golem, Mini P.E.K.K.A.
See, now, there's people in top ladder that still use this deck, but some of them have freeze.
and Ice Spirit made this deck extremely
And, like,
good on
goblins.
both offense and defense.
Let's go with a lock, let's go with a Mini P.E.K.K.A. And the Hog Rider will get 2 hits, I think. Yeah, there you go, 2 hits, but we do have a counter push right now. But he has bets, and that is also why I dropped my Ice Spirit, because if he dropped his bet, which he did, we would be able to get some value. He goes with a Fireball, but the Mini P.E.K.K.A will get 2 hits, and wow, that's so much damage, guys. The Hog Rider got like 2 hits.
Overall, the Hog Control deck revolutionized the meta and became
This
a
deck
favorite
was
among top
crazy.
players. Unfortunately, it didn't take long for the Mini P.E.K.K.A to fade into obscurity yet again,
Why?
even though 2018 started positively. In January of 2018, Mini P.E.K.K.A received another huge buff. Its HP was increased by 7%. This meant that the majority of cards had to hit the Mini P.E.K.K.A one more time, and Sparky couldn't one-shot him anymore.
Great Poison meta of 2016, its health is increasing by 7%. The most significant changes in interaction is practically every unit. Most units have to hit the Mini P.E.K.K.A one more time.
Despite such a huge positive balance update, the Mini P.E.K.K.A held around a 3% usage rate across all levels of play. Not dead, but not exactly alive either. 2018 was a year of 3 Musketeer Beatdown, Log Bait, and Expo, and Mini P.E.K.K.A struggled heavily to find its place in the meta. This is a screenshot from March of 2018, and here we can see why Mini P.E.K.K.A just couldn't reach a higher usage.
Dude, look at March 2018 usage rate, bro. Ice Golem, bro. Yeah, man, I used Ice Golem Graveyard, bro. Ice Golem was the most used troop in the game. He used to be so good, bro. Dark Prince, Minion Horde, Mega Minion, Goblin Gang. A lot of, like, Swarm. Wow, a lot of Swarm.
Rate. I could talk for hours and hours about this meta, but in short, we can see that the 3 Musketeers and Elixir Collector with very high usage rates, indicating that the 3 Musketeer Beatdown was one of the most popular decks. Next, P.E.K.K.A, Battle Ram, and Bandit tell us that bridge spam decks were all over the arena. Goblin Gang, Princess, and Goblin Barrel suggest that Log Bait was becoming extremely popular among players. The same goes for the Expo deck, as we can see the Expo at 7% and rising, along with Skeletons, Archers, and Ice
Cat, that Expo Cycle deck is so old, man.
Spirit. And down below, there he is. Mini P.E.K.K.A at 6%
Oh, no!
and getting lower.
Go for a Magic Archer. He's gonna go for a Log. I'm gonna go for my Magic Archer. I'm gonna go Goblin Gang. I'm going to also supplement my Magic Archer again with an Ice Golem. Definitely want a Fireball, but I can't hit the Princess, so it's not worth it. I'm just going to go for another Magic Archer, stacking them up.
It was a sad year for Mini P.E.K.K.A. He didn't find his place in the meta. He was used every now and then, but hearing Pancakes in the arena became a pretty rare occurrence. This continued until 2019, when a glimmer of hope appeared.
Oh my word. The Valkyrie freeze balloon. Oh my word. But we are gonna maybe get this right tower down. Zap comes down and there it goes. Mini P.E.K.K.A. with the final blow against that right tower. And he's gonna live on to almost finish off that Valkyrie with 1 minute remaining inside this match.
The July 2019 update increased Mini P.E.K.K.A.'s range to 1.2 tiles, from 1.05, now classified as melee medium. This made Mini P.E.K.K.A. engage with troops a bit sooner and counter Hog Rider much better than before.
Mini P.E.K.K.A. is getting a nice range buff from 1.05 tiles to 1.2 tiles. This will help it compete against other tank killers in the meta like the Lumberjack.
But what about his usage rate? It had to have a big impact since this was a pretty significant buff. Well, unfortunately, not at all. I haven't seen any significant impact on the usage rate or win rate, but that all changed in 2020, when Mini P.E.K.K.A. finally got its time to shine once again. Get ready, because what you've heard so far is nothing compared to what you're about to hear next.
Firecracker? How would that help the Mini P.E.K.K.A. though?
2020 brought a sense of excitement for players, as Clash Royale introduced one of the most loved and hated cards in the game, the Firecracker.
Could you imagine if she shot like that now?
The Firecracker soon started gaining popularity among players, and with it came innovative decks that included Mini P.E.K.K.A., Hog Rider, or Ram Rider, as we can see in one of the first videos from Cashman.
Ram Rider, Firecracker, Miner, Mini P.E.K.K.A. I don't have to say anymore. This deck is really, really, really powerful.
The Mini P.E.K.K.A. combined with the Firecracker and Rocket proved to be extremely powerful in the current meta, shutting down Expo decks, P.E.K.K.A. bridge spam, and even log bait when—
Well, I guess that makes sense, because like they kind of complement each other, because Firecracker is long range splash, Mini P.E.K.K.A.'s close range high damage.
Played correctly. Cash won every single game in this video, showing just how powerful this deck could be.
More on ladder, I think it's very, very good. I think it's a solid deck. Whoa, and this is where you're gonna see Firecracker just go to work. Not only is it gonna hit the Expo, but it's also hitting the supporting units. How crazy is that? And then let's go Miner on the— yeah, let's go Miner as well. Let's just go everything. Be as aggressive as possible. See if I can get some damage. And then this is where the Firecracker's gonna shine. Boom, gets the one shot. Let's go Mini P.E.K.K.A. in front too. Keep this alive. And then let's go Ice Golem. Oh, I did not get that in front, sadly. Here, let's just take that.
Mini P.E.K.K.A.
Oh. Yeah, let's take that. Let's get rid of that.
But this deck was just one of the many great decks that were rising in popularity. One of the best ones in early 2020 was the Hog Earthquake deck, with Firecracker, Mini P.E.K.K.A., and Heal Spirit, as we could see.
So this was the beginning of the end, bro. Hog Firecracker Earthquake, bro.
In one of Surtag's videos.
Oh, that's pretty decent, eh? Oh my god! Oh my god! What the—
The incredible offensive value with Firecracker, Mini P.E.K.K.A., Hog Rider, and Heal Spirit made this deck very effective. The synergy between these cards allowed for quick and devastating pushes, catching opponents off guard.
Gonna go in with his Sparky to kick open this game. So we already know he's probably gonna scar me this. Okay, he's gonna go for Hunter. So can we kill the Hunter with the Heal Spirit? Oh. Let's go, dude! Pog champ. Heal Spirit plus Ice Golem plus Mini P.E.K.K.A. was able to one-hit that like I've ever had in my life. Oh my god, dude. Hell yeah. Going for another one. And Earthquake here, probably. No,
bro, wait,
don't Earthquake, because
when did Earthquake get released? 2020? 2021?
I'm gonna lose the game then. How the hell am I gonna win?
Surtag's gameplay demonstrated the deck's versatility and potential for success in various matchups. Mini P.E.K.K.A. was back, and he was stronger than ever, reaching a 23% usage rate in May of 2020. However, Supercell soon took notice of Mini P.E.K.K.A.'s high usage rate, and the same month a new update was introduced, reducing Mini P.E.K.K.A.'s range to 0.8 tiles from 1.2, now classified as melee short.
Mini P.E.K.K.A. is getting a big nerf in range, going from medium to short. That's the same range as skeletons. This will result in even the Mama P.E.K.K.A to land her hit first before the faster Mini P.E.K.K.A. This kind of solves two issues. One, the Mini P.E.K.K.A is dominating the meta. And two, the Mini P.E.K.K.A swing was kind of weird in that it could slice a Hog Rider from the bridge. With this range reduction, it shouldn't do that anymore.
This nerf was huge, as Mini P.E.K.K.A now engaged with troops later, and some interactions needed much more precise timing, especially when using
I feel like the Mini P.E.K.K.A, you can't really rage at the Mini P.E.K.K.A, bro.
P.E.K.K.A against Ram Rider or Hog Rider. As a result, we could see Mini P.E.K.K.A's usage rate falling hard. In July, it reached as low as 8%, making him an average card, and Mini P.E.K.K.A no longer dominated the meta. Fast forward to the end of 2020 when Mini P.E.K.K.A received yet another pretty significant change. A balance update decreased Mini P.E.K.K.A's attack time interval to 1.7 seconds from 1.8. Unfortunately, this small attack speed buff wasn't nearly enough to make Mini P.E.K.K.A dominate the arena, and he remained a good and viable card, far from the top. As we can see from the November snapshot, he reached a 6% usage rate. One of the most used decks by the end of 2020 was the Hog Rider control deck.
Now, these are like the old decks that make no sense, bro. Like, why would you have archers and princess in the same deck? This doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I would take out like archers and put in minions, or take out princess and put in, like, bro, these are like the old decks that just don't make any sense.
With Princess and Rocket.
Also, why would you have E-Spirit in a Hog deck? Like, just, are you asking to get like King Tower activated?
This deck provided a very good defense against popular Lava Loon decks, Expo and Logbait. As we can see in a video by Ash, he invited a pro player called Simple to show him how to play this deck and easily counter the current meta. It was pretty amazing to see how Simple dominated each and every match in this video.
Neither of you guys can really break through for a ton of damage. Both of you guys have Rocket, nice E Spirit there.
I'm gonna make him, force him to rocket this. Yep, there it is.
Nice.
Now he's gonna log. Now I'm back to this. He's gonna knight it, so I'm Mini P.E.K.K.A in front.
Ooh, Simple still got it. He still got it.
Let's go, let's go. We still got it. Okay, good.
Despite Mini P.E.K.K.A's solid performance in certain decks, its usage rate remained relatively low due to the meta shifting towards other strategies and cards. This trend continued throughout 2021. Mini P.E.K.K.A held a steady usage rate of 6%, but as champions arrived and the Archer Queen skyrocketed to incredible heights on both top ladder and low ladder, Mini P.E.K.K.A provided little to no value against the Archer Queen's ability. Players often opted for better cards to counter the Archer Queen meta, using Mega Knight, P.E.K.K.A, or Prince. These cards provided much better value on defense and offense, causing Mini P.E.K.K.A to fall even further, reaching only a 4% usage rate by the end of 2021. Thankfully, there was a glimmer of hope on the horizon. Supercell finally realized how they had buried the Pancake lover, and soon enough, there was yet another huge change in store for the Mini P.E.K.K.A.
Oh shit!
In February of 2022, a balance update decreased Mini P.E.K.K.A's attack time interval to 1.6 seconds from 1.7. This translates to a plus 6% attack speed for the Mini P.E.K.K.A Pancake Lover. Supercell quoted, "The Pancake Lover is not doing that great recently. We hope that this slight tweak will put him on par with his counterparts." Unfortunately, even this slight change wasn't enough to make Mini P.E.K.K.A shine yet again. Its usage rate stayed about the same at 5% in April. In July, Clash Royale introduced a highly entertaining Super Mini P.E.K.K.A challenge.
They have to bring this challenge back, bro. They have to bring this challenge back, or like a variation of it or something. Yeah, look at his damage. Look at his damage.
Players had to use a unique 5 elixir Mini P.E.K.K.A card with extraordinary abilities. This special Mini P.E.K.K.A could one-shot every troop on the field. Additionally, the Super Mini P.E.K.K.A was healed by falling pancakes during the battle, adding a humorous and whimsical element to the gameplay.
He survived a scar.
Where's my zap spell, though? Come on, outlive that. Ah, connects on the tower. The Super Mini P.E.K.K.A's dead. How is that alive? Connect.
They have to bring the challenge back, bro. Or like just a variation.
The Super Mini P.E.K.K.A challenge proved to be a resounding success among Clash Royale players, as it required them to adapt their strategies and think creatively to overcome the unique mechanisms of this special card. Players had to carefully consider their deck compositions and playstyles to effectively counter the Super Mini P.E.K.K.A, while also leveraging its strengths to their advantage. Throughout the challenge, players engaged in exciting and intense battles, with the Super Mini P.E.K.K.A taking the center stage. The sight of this tiny, yet mighty character demolishing enemy troops and being rejuvenated by falling pancakes created memorable and pretty hilarious moments for participants and spectators alike.
I don't believe it, so stop defending, you. Stop. Stop it.
Chat, when is the last time they did this, bro? Was it actually 2022, man?
Dude, you're dead. Just stop. Yeah, this is my fault.
The success of the Super Mini P.E.K.K.A challenge showcased the dedication and ingenuity of the Clash Royale development team in keeping the game fresh, engaging, and enjoyable to its player base. By introducing such innovative and entertaining challenges, the developers demonstrated their commitment to providing a dynamic and evolving gaming experience. However, at this time, no one knew what Clash Royale was cooking up next, and it turned out to be a complete disaster. In October of 2022, Supercell introduced the legendary Phoenix, a card that would change the game forever.
Oh yeah, this card definitely destroyed Mini P.E.K.K.A.
Phoenix boasted high damage output, high hit points, and a unique revival.
It's basically just like the Mega Minion on roids, which like the Mega Minion destroyed the Mini P.E.K.K.A also.
Ability that allowed it to rise from the ashes upon death. This combination of attributes made Phoenix a terror in the arena, reaching as high.
Yeah, I'm so glad I never played the game when this came out. I probably would have quit, bro. Apparently this is like the best card ever made.
As 85% usage. Together with the insanely good Monk, which cost 4 Elixir at the time, the new Fonk meta was born.
Monk.
The combination
Oh
of Phoenix
God.
and Monk was everywhere, with Phoenix dealing massive damage and Monk providing strong defensive capabilities and the ability to reflect enemy troops. Let's take a look at this snapshot from November 2nd, 2022. These are the stats from the Grand Challenge.
I'm so glad I could see this graph. This right here is the indication that a card is broken. Not good, broken. When Mirror is the most popular spell in the game, that literally means people are just mirroring the broken cards. Bro, when Evo Furnace came out, Mirror was like everywhere, bro. Because Evo Furnace was disgusting. Bro, if Mirror is the most popular spell in the game, that means there's a broken card.
And we can see just how much Phoenix and Monk affected the current meta. Phoenix reached 78% usage, Monk reached 49% usage, and even Mirror, one of the least used cards in the game, soared to 3rd place at 36%. This meta was a terror for many cards, and Mini P.E.K.K.A suffered greatly, reaching as low as 2% usage rate across all levels of play, becoming one of the worst cards in the game. The Fonk meta dominated the arena, making it difficult for other strategies and cards to compete. Mini P.E.K.K.A, with its short range,
Do y'all see this?
and single target damage, struggled to find a place in this new environment. So would this be the end of the Pancake era? Will we ever see Mini P.E.K.K.A back among the best? Well, we're still deep in the past, so make sure to stay with me because the best is yet to come.
Okay. I'm guessing they just nerfed the Phoenix, obviously, and...
So in early 2023, Monk and Phoenix were hit with several huge nerfs, finally allowing other cards to dominate the meta once again. Mini P.E.K.K.A finally started seeing some love from players as he reached a 7% usage rate in April. A little YouTuber by the name of Ian77 deserves a mention. He absolutely dominated the game with a hog...
Bro, this is the deck, I'm telling you, bro. This is like the best Mini P.E.K.K.A deck, in my opinion.
Rocket cycle deck, even reaching the top spot with it. And one of the cards he always talks about is Mini P.E.K.K.A. It's pretty clear that he absolutely loves this card. One of my favorite gameplays is when he plays against Riley, a well-known log bait player, and he's kind of bullying him.
So I can get this Mini P.E.K.K.A onto his princess.
Oh, is this OG Ian?
This will be so close, actually.
Bro,
Wait.
this is young Ian, bro.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Riley? You just let me get too many P.E.K.K.A hits. I'll go for the rocket. Well, he is holding on for dear life. Just a very nice Riley trying to give me more content. I'll Hog Rider again. Hopefully he's dead this time.
This is young Ian, bro.
I'll go for the triple princess. Give him a taste of his own medicine. Okay, let's go. You guys have to subscribe.
But even more fascinating is how Ian can easily overwhelm even the best players in the world. Like this match when he's up against Mookie.
He has to go with like probably a NATO onto it. Should be some good damage if he doesn't. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, what the heck? Did you guys see that?
Bro, the mini P.E.K.K.A just swerved the lightning.
What a mini P.E.K.K.A. I love that card, man. That mini P.E.K.K.A just danced around with the ice golem and said no to the lightning. He's gonna lightning, I'll go for the second mini P.E.K.K.A.
Bro, it's so weird.
Yeah, it is pretty hard to stop the E-Giants. We kind of have to cycle 2 mini P.E.K.K.A s on just one E-Giant if he tries to lightning the first one. I'll play another princess in the back. Ice golem plus Hog Rider. He's gonna lightning the mini P.E.K.K.A. But I think we're looking good so far. I'll go for another mini P.E.K.K.A. He has like nothing to really counter it. Alright, I'll play the rocket on his tower and...
Bro, I think the mini P.E.K.K.A is probably like the best counter in the game to an E-Giant. Like, you can't spell it. You can't like tornado it. You can't like the reflection does nothing to him. It's crazy, bro.
We just need to defend right now.
He's cheap, like...
Okay, that Golden Knight better not dash on my tower. Luckily, it doesn't for now. Okay, this will be close. I'm gonna go for a defensive Hog Rider. The goated defensive Hog Rider. And his tower's in rocket plus log range, so that will be a good game.
Ian's 77 skill and strategy with the Hog Rocket cycle deck is truly impressive, especially when he consistently utilizes mini P.E.K.K.A to his advantage. His ability to outplay top players like Muhammad Light and Mugi showcases his exceptional talent in the game. Now, it's safe to say that mini P.E.K.K.A is definitely a good and viable card in the current meta. However, in June, Clash Royale introduced the Evolution update, allowing 4 cards to evolve: Royal Giant, Firecracker, Barbarians, and Skeletons.
Wow, so those are the first 4 ever Evos, chat, right there. First 4.
Surprisingly, I expected mini P.E.K.K.A's usage rate to fall due to
By the way, how has he not gotten an Evo, bro? How has the mini P.E.K.K.A in all these years, as the most loved card, never got an Evo?
Dominance of Evo Firecracker and Evo Barbs in the meta, since Evo Firecracker
What is it? Nah, I seen it, bro. What is this guy doing?
Was especially a big pain. She had a much bigger recoil, did increase damage, and also survived arrows. However, mini P.E.K.K.A held steady around 5% usage rate, and then skyrocketed as the Evo Knight was introduced to the game. Mini P.E.K.K.A provided a great counter to the terror of the Evo Knight, which quickly rose to the top of the meta since it was almost impossible to kill him if he wasn't attacking. Just to show you how insane the Evo Knight was, let's listen to Boss for a moment.
And the damage reduction.
Dude, I heard about the OG Evo Knight, like that he was crazy.
80%, that's the shield effect that it has. When it's moving, it is practically unkillable, and I'm gonna prove it to you guys right now. This clip is an even better example of what I'm talking about. Do you guys see there's a minion horde, mirrored minion horde, Firecracker, and the tower shooting the Evolved Knight, and yet it didn't even...
Bro, what the fuck? I didn't know it was that broken. Yo, chat, rewatch that clip.
Example of what I'm talking about. Do you guys see there's a...
But how are they this bad at balancing cards sometimes?
Minion horde, mirrored minion horde, Firecracker...
Chat, did anybody play the game back then? Chat, how are they this bad at balancing cards?
And the tower shooting the Evolved Knight, and yet it didn't even die until it reached the tower and started attacking it. And that's not all, guys. Literally, if you play the Evolved Knight correctly, it tanks 2 Sparky shots, and you think like, okay, it tanks 2 Sparky shots, but then not only that, it goes on top of the tower after countering a whole Sparky, and alone can take the whole tower. So for 3 elixir, it counters a whole Sparky and takes a tower.
Because of this, mini P.E.K.K.A rose to 11% usage in October in Grand Challenge, thanks to being a great counter to Evo Knight. One of the most popular decks we could see mini P.E.K.K.A in
Dude,
was...
people still use this deck.
is definitely Giant Sparky or Goblin Giant Sparky decks, where Mini P.E.K.K.A provided incredible value on both offense and defense. As we can see in this clip between two pro players, Sparky took out the Fisherman, Mini P.E.K.K.A took out the Barbarian Barrel, the Royal Ghost, then Skeletons, and even got a shot on the Fisherman. Yet this was just the beginning of Mini P.E.K.K.A coming back to the top of the meta.
Oh my god. The Evo Knight was stupid, bro.
2024 brought a series of balance changes to the Evos, making them more balanced overall and enhancing the experience for players. This allowed many cards to shine. Not only that, but the introduction of new tower troops, the Cannoneer and the Dagger Duchess, also brought a complete shift to the meta. Yet Mini P.E.K.K.A survived, and there wasn't any drastic downfall or surge in its usage rate. If we take a look at the stats from Royale API, we can see that Mini P.E.K.K.A was played in Goblin Giant Sparky decks, but looking at the first deck, we can see that Mini P.E.K.K.A is also used by Jynxzi, a player all the way at 66th place. This means that the top 60 players in the game haven't found a real use for the Mini P.E.K.K.A in the current meta. Yet Mini P.E.K.K.A reached around a 5.4% usage rate, meaning it's nowhere near extinction. But now we have to look at April, when Giant decks took over the meta, thanks to the Dagger Duchess introduction, since the Giant could easily take shots from her daggers.
That I can just go Giant in the pocket right now, because that Duchess has no ammo.
Bro, the Duchess is so bad against Giant.
No, that's amazing. Giant needs a nerf, not Graveyard. This is amazing.
If we look at this screenshot from April, we can see Nico with a Giant variant featuring Mini P.E.K.K.A, Evolved Knight, and Evolved Bomber. This was by far one of the best decks in the current meta. The Evolved Knight and Giant, two insane tanks, combined with Evo Bomber's splash damage and Mini P.E.K.K.A's high single target damage, made this combo nigh unstoppable.
Bro, Mini P.E.K.K.A's
the deck's
so
defensive
good.
capabilities, coupled with its counter push potential, made it a force to be reckoned with. No wonder Nico reached the #2 spot as the best player in the world. This deck dominated tournaments and ladder matches alike, proving to be a top-tier choice in the meta. Now, the question is not if Mini P.E.K.K.A will ever surge to the top of the meta, but when. Because I'm more than certain that the Mini P.E.K.K.A evolution is going to bring a big shift in the game, and we're going to see him again all over the arena. Let's take a look at a YouTuber named MeGraphics. He's got a pretty cool theory on how the Evo Mini P.E.K.K.A could potentially work.
What?
First concept, Mini P.E.K.K.A Hook, which would work basically like a fisherman. A pretty interesting idea, but maybe a little bit too overpowered. Second concept is giving Mini P.E.K.K.A some sort of dash, kind of like how the Bandit has. This would be cool, but seems a little bit boring since it's not really anything new. Third concept, Mini P.E.K.K.A babies. That one would be pretty adorable, and I could definitely imagine this Mini P.E.K.K.A evolution in the game. Overall, Mini P.E.K.K.A
that is not adorable!
Had one of the most interesting stories out of any card in the game. Yet I know we haven't seen the best yet. Will we ever see Mini P.E.K.K.A reaching a 77% usage rate like we did back in August of 2016? Well, only time will tell. Now, since we've been talking about Sparky and Mini P.E.K.K.A a lot as a dynamic duo, I recommend you watch this video right away, where we dive into the history.
Video, man.